What's the hottest part of the beach?
The girls, hell, there's nothing better.
Okay, the second hottest.
Yum!
It's all the steamy fare dished out from Surfside Snack Shacks.
That's so good.
That crazy collection of beach bars, joints, diners, and trucks that quench your wildest cravings. From the fattest lobster roll to the coolest cocktail.
Someone's got to do this. Might as well be me.
From Florida to California to Hawaii.
The closest thing to heaven on earth.
Can't get any better anywhere.
These are the hottest spots for snacks on a beach.
Bon appetit. Bon appetit.
There's just something about the shore. It creates hungers you never knew you had. Luckily, there are literally thousands of Surfside Snack Shacks to satisfy your deepest desires.
Oh, I love fruit.
For the finest views, look no further than Florida's Emerald Coast. Miramar is a beach lover's dream come true. Sugar white sand, crystal clear water,
Turquoise, it's gorgeous.
excellent scenery.
What's up, guys?
What more could you want?
Vodka margarita.
Oh, right. Cool cocktails and sumptuous seafood just steps from your towel. To say Pompano Joe's is on the beach is an understatement. You can't get any closer without being in the surf. And this renowned snack shack knows how to cater to the beach crowd.
The best. This is the best local hangout for sure. I know.
People outside playing music.
Oh, it's always vacation. This is what I'm doing before work.
We're here all the time. We're here like every day.
Pompano Joe's is like 3 beach snack shacks rolled into one.
Cheers.
The top floor is top shelf, serving up some of Joe's finer fare, like garlic-encrusted grouper with lobster and basil cream sauce.
Yum!
Downstairs, Snack Shack number 2, a covered deck steps from the sand. It's finger food, perfect for a quick beach break.
Good food, good eating, and good times.
Like their signature reggae rolls. Jerk chicken, black beans, corn, tomatoes, and peppers wrapped in tortillas and deep fried.
I come here every week, and this is what I do.
It's awesome.
And Snack Shack number 3, a beachside bar with stunning views.
I mean, check out the scenery over here. That's what I'm talking about right here. Look. There's a beach life.
Cheers.
We got a little bit of paradise. That's what's in it.
Pompano Joe's is the best place to go in the Panhandle. You can't get better.
So the next time you're searching for sublime vistas, hit Florida's Gulf Coast, cross the sugar white sand, and kick back at Pompano Joe's. Whether you're having garlic-encrusted grouper, reggae rolls, or just knocking back a cold one, it's one of the hottest spots under the sun. Beach life is all about indulging, but one guilty pleasure attracts the shore crowd like nothing else. Welcome to Ocean City, Maryland, home to one of the East Coast's widest beaches and wildest boardwalks.
It's a great vacation resort area. You have a lot of families, you have a lot of college students, high school students.
Single or not, you can come here, you can have a great time. There's lots of hot girls, lots of hot guys.
And after a few hours of sun and surf, everybody's looking for the perfect snack. Even the lifeguards. This one's saying, "Dude, where's my Thrashers?" It's an East Coast institution.
First thing when you get to Ocean City, Maryland, is get Thrasher's French fries. They call me the Lord of the Fries. Thrasher's has been at this location since 1929. I've been here at Thrasher's 36 years. Been doing it a long time.
They go through a boatload of Idaho potatoes on the average busy summer day.
It's an English tradition that started with the original Joe Thrasher. You know, used the same potatoes, the same oil.
Well, actually, not the same oil. They change it every day.
If it's not broke, don't try to fix it.
Thrasher's French fries are notorious. It's something that I've known since I was a little kid. They're delicious.
The exact cooking technique is a secret, but we can guess. They move through an assembly line of vats on a strict schedule. First soaked in brine, then blanched in hot water, then fried not once, but at least twice. It's French fry science. Then they're piled high in cups and sent out to the long line of sunburned fry lovers. But there's one small catch.
We don't offer ketchup with our French fries. It's vinegar only. We really don't have to tell the customers that. If somebody doesn't know and requests ketchup, the other customers chime in pretty quick and say, what? You don't eat ketchup on Thrasher French fries.
Thrasher's fries, sliced long and thick, brined, fried at least twice, 3 times, who really knows? Salted and served with no ketchup, just vinegar.
You can't come to Ocean City, Maryland and not have Thrasher's French fries.
If it's tradition you want, Ocean City has got your snack. When you're the oldest snack shack around, you get to set the rules. Kind of like being at the top of the food chain. No one knows sweet seaside bites like Jaws. Jaws fish tacos, that is. Hawaii is America's little slice of paradise, with perfect beaches, a tropical climate, and fantastic seafood.
Maui is famous for fish. Well, we like to serve fish. That's our main. It's Jaws fish tacos, so that's our main item.
Joe Baldwin's 3 trucks are famous for serving the best fish tacos in Hawaii.
Jaws fish tacos started out on the road outside Big Beach in South Maui about 1998 in an old truck that we no longer have anymore. It unfortunately died. It became very popular with locals and tourists alike.
The local fish are so fresh, they should be slapped.
I like either ono or mahi-mahi.
Especially the ono. Ono means delicious in Hawaiian, so it's one of our best items.
Yeah, because if you go to a little beach or big beach in Makena, and then you're surfing or doing boogie board, right after you hit the water, you come and grab a bite. You know, it's right on the beach.
We got the fresh catch of the day fish tacos. They're awesome. We got some nachos lined up. We're from Michigan, so came all the way from Michigan, had to get some fish tacos, and we stopped by here.
Hawaii.
Yep. It's what you come to Hawaii for, you know? This is what you...
It's better than an ice cream truck.
Here in Maui, everyone's laid back, and a lot of the locals are used to, and the tourists are used to our trucks being around, so they don't necessarily have to bring a big cooler out to the beach. They know they can get a fish taco to go and just take it right out to the beach. Before you know it, you're watching sunset, having a nice taco and maybe a beverage of your choice.
So, for the perfect fish taco, keep an eye out in Hawaii for those bright yellow trucks. Looking to add a bit more spice to your life? Then the snack shacks of our next island destination have got you fully covered.
Welcome to Jamaica.
It's paradise fully loaded.
I love Jamaica. It's so beautiful.
The beach food here? Well, tiny bikinis aren't the only spicy thing in Jamaica. Dip into the culture and try the jerk. And if you want the best there is, you want Scotchies. It's the best jerk chicken in the homeland of jerk.
Our tour guide said this is a place to go for some good chicken and pork.
I heard it's the best. Yes, I heard it's the best.
They ask for the best jerk. Scotches is where they send them.
Real tours, we do Scotches every day. Scotches is the best. All right.
It's very famous.
Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you.
Jerk is Jamaica's national dish, and it's all about 2 things, the smoke and the spice. What makes Scotchies so good?
I can't tell you that because it's top secret.
It's a secret.
No one knows it.
Well, they're called Scotchies, so we're betting that one of the spices is this. The Scotch bonnet, one of the world's hottest peppers.
It's spicy.
Is it really hot? It's not that hot.
Oh, it's hot, all right.
Very hot. Oh, yeah.
How hot is it?
Hot. Sometimes they cried because of the sauce.
That's damn hot.
Didn't singe the nostrils, so.
It wouldn't be this hot if they had it in America, that's for sure.
It's not just the spice, it's also the way they cook it.
My nickname is Piggy because I'm basically the pork guy. This is the whole side of a pig. The leg was there.
Pork or chicken, the cooking is jerk old school. The meat is on logs to keep it off the flame.
But you have to turn it like this, prevent it from burn.
It slow cooks to perfection.
We are the only jerk place cook our chicken like this. Other one cook it and grill.
A grill. Inconceivable. Scotchy's proves you don't have to be fancy to be the best. All you need is a little foil, a few empty beer kegs, and some of the most sumptuous culinary creations. From the chicken, to the potatoes, to the roasted breadfruit, to the fish. Scotchy's is simple cooking that's simply delicious, man.
Mwah.
It's the perfect snack when you're working up the munchies. Jamaican style. From the islands, we're heading to California for a truly bizarre dockside dish.
We're known for the mess.
Then rocking around the clock in Jersey.
This is the doo-wop capital of the world.
And shaking it up in Hawaii. We're going coast to coast in search of the hottest snacks on the beach. We've already discovered plenty of saucy haunts, but our next destination could easily be the feature for Snack Shacks Gone Wild. It's Alabama's annual Shrimp Fest.
No such thing as too much shrimp.
A rowdy rally of 40 shacks set up right on the stunning Gulf Shore. Why is this the perfect spot for a seafood festival?
Because there's the ocean.
Well, a gulf, actually. Full of the world's most luscious shrimp, just as sweet and tender as the eclectic crowd that gathers here.
We love the Shrimp Fest!
A week of people loving people, and the food is fantastic.
So if you're not here, you ought to be here.
And who wouldn't want to be? This is the spawning ground for all kinds of succulent concoctions.
It's the best food in the country.
Because we put love into the food here.
All of our crab cakes are made from scratch. I make each batch by myself. Very tasty. I like the crispy outside.
Yeah, the sauce is very good.
It's the crab cake with lobster sauce.
I'm from Minnesota, and we don't get shrimp like this down up in Minnesota. I mean, it's fresh from the Gulf. It's just amazing.
The best.
The best.
Best crab cake.
With dozens of snack shacks serving up every imaginable seafood, it's easy to forget the star of the show.
Shrimp, of course. I mean, we're at the Shrimp Festival.
Shrimp Festival, shrimp dish.
And it's served every way you can imagine.
You can get Cajun style, you can get coconut style.
Shrimp taco.
Boiled shrimp.
Blackened shrimp.
Coconut, breaded, fried, steamed, boiled.
Bubba Gump would be proud.
That's so good.
I don't know of any other festival that's like what we have. There's the most beautiful section of beach around, and I would put it up against anywhere in the world. White sandy beaches, blue water, crystal clear. It's got the best shrimp in the world. Come check it out.
The Alabama Shrimp Fest is a sizzling beach treat. Don't miss it if you like them boiled, steamed, fried, tacoed, Cajun, blackened, or, well, any other way.
Come and get you some.
Sugar white sand and pristine water are great ingredients for a snack shack, but not required. From this festival on the beach, we're setting out for a far different venue. After a hard day on the open water, a sailor works up an appetite. If you're looking for a place to tie up and chow down, look no further than Schooner or Later in Long Beach, California. This renowned snack shack is right at the dock. Their most popular dish, the one people boat in from all over to get, looks downright disgusting.
We're known for the mess. That was the dish we inherited from the prior owners. It truly was a mess at that time. They just threw in whatever was left. We now have a very consistent blend of hash browns, bell pepper, onion, and ham, all mixed together, egg cooked in with it, shredded cheddar cheese melted on top. Eat that with salsa and sourdough, and it's a flavor that you can be driving down the road and kind of feel it in here. You gotta have a mess.
I have the mess right here, which is crazy good.
The mess is probably older than Denny himself.
When I was about 10 years old, this was called the Little Ship's Galley. I used to come in and eat with my father, who was a Long Beach motor cop. Very greasy spoon, kind of a dive.
He used to come down here to get the mess at the galley, and then it changed over to Schooner later, and they kept the mess. And so this is kind of legendary. A lot of onions and bell peppers. It'll give you indigestion later on in the day, but it's great right now.
It's just a mess of everything, and it's just good.
We have people that eat in here every day of their life and have for many years.
The mess, along with all the other scrumptious food at Schooner later, makes this a kind of snack shack paradise with only one flaw.
There can be too much sun on the patio.
That's the kind of flaw we can live with. So take a break from the drudgery of your ship's cramped galley and meager seaman's fare and pull on up to the dock at Schooner later in Long Beach, California. Then cruise on over to Hawaii. It's just 2,500 miles. If you make it all the way here, you're making all the right choices in life. Take a break from all that decision-making and check out a wild snack shack where the many cultures of Hawaii meet on one plate. On the north shore of Maui, just off the beach, is Aloha Mixed Plate. The signature dish here is, what else? The mixed plate. A little bit of everything. Traditional recipes from Japan, Korea, the Philippines, and of course, Hawaii.
The mixed plate is basically a fusion of all these different cultures. We've had so much history with the different cultures that came to work on the plantation fields and that brought their food here. So all these different flavors coming together on one plate.
I couldn't decide, so it was perfect.
Our most popular mixed plate is our ali'i plate. Kalua pork cooked underground, steamed pork wrapped in luau leaves, poi, and haupio.
The United Nations of Restaurants. Aloha Mixed Plate serves Korean short ribs, Chinese noodles, Portuguese Kobe chicken.
All these different ethnicities that you find in Hawaii, all coming together on one plate, kind of like how Hawaii is. We're all living in one spot, having a great time.
Aloha Mixed Plate, with its melting pot menu, is an edible history lesson in Hawaii's past.
It's very typical of Hawaii. It's like super comfort food. Got a feeling of what Hawaii food culture is all about.
Hawaii, Philippines, Korea, China, Portugal, Japan, all in one place. With a fantastic view to top it off, now that's a great Hawaiian mix. For a far more unusual mix, check out the bright lights and big city of Wildwood, New Jersey. Population, 5,000. North Wildwood Beach is ridiculously wide. In some places, the ocean is a half mile from the boardwalk. So you'll definitely be working up an appetite on this beach. It's a family spot now, but once upon a time, things got pretty wild in Wildwood when rock and roll was born.
In 1954, Bill Haley's Comets did Rock Around the Clock for the first time here at the Hofbrau Hotel. And in 1960, my friend Chubby Checker did the Twist for the first time. This is the doo-wop capital of the world.
At this snack shack, Paul Russo brought two passions together for the first time.
A doo-wop museum / ice cream parlor.
It's a time machine with a really sweet twist.
People love it because they could roam the hallways and look at all autographs and 50s memorabilia. We probably have the largest collection of 50s memorabilia on the East Coast. We keep the memories alive of the 50s. What you're going to get at Cool Scoops, other than the ambiance and the experience of living in the 50s, is some really fresh ice cream flavors, really creative ice cream sundaes. We have a Scoop de Ville, which is the Cadillac of all sundaes. It's a huge mound of ice cream of your choice with many toppings, and it really one person can't eat it, but they try to. So it's fun. We make it fun for everybody.
And one more thing.
And it's the only place we know we can talk to the king. Elvis.
Right. It's like going back into the old days when we were teenagers, so it's really good.
Cool Scoops keeps time frozen in the golden era of rock and roll. From midnight to morning, we're heading for the best beach breakfast.
Do I mean by addictive?
And an old-time treat with a modern twist.
Sorry, you cupcake people, taking you down.
We're searching for the best snacks on the beach. From Hawaiian fish tacos to Jamaican jerk.
Sanchez is the best.
Now, it's back to the Florida Panhandle, where morning is breaking on the sugar white sands of Miramar Beach. And you know the best way to start a sweet day at the shore? Breakfast of Champions. We're heading to Destin, Florida's famous Donut Hole Cafe and Bakery. Oh, there will be long lines, but that's how you know it's so good.
Delicious.
Donut Hole is basically where it's at.
It's a southern tradition when you come to the beach.
No trip to Destin's beaches would be complete without a Donut Hole breakfast. But it's not called the Donut Hole for nothing. They create some of the world's top treats for the beach.
And of course, people take home donuts. Hey, donuts, yay. And they're not like little fried, greasy donuts. They're like mini cakes. So everybody's got their favorite. Red velvet, pumpkin, Bavarian filled, Dutch crumb. And if you're not here very early, then your favorite flavor may be gone. It's a family-owned and operated restaurant built in 1978. We've still got the same customers, and people come from all over just to be with us.
I've been coming to the Donut Hole since the 1980s.
Oh, at least 20 years.
Since before I was married and I would come here after dates. It's been forever.
I grew up eating in the Donut Hole. You know, I'd eat here a lot more, but you know, you drive by here and you'll see lines going out the door.
No wonder. Almost 4 million visitors come to Destin every year, and they all wake up famished. And the best breakfast in town is the Donut Hole.
I'm having cheese blintzes. There's a cream inside of a crepe, and it is fabulous.
And my favorite thing is the key lime pie. It tastes just like my grandmother's. It's not too tart, it's not too sweet. Perfect.
Hate to break it to you, Grandma, but there's no question what the star attraction is around here.
Want life? Yeah. See what I mean by addictive?
Thank you.
Ridiculous donuts are what put this snack shack on the map. Our next beach boasts a snack you'd never expect in a place like this. Venice Beach, California. A smorgasbord for people watchers and eye candy searchers. Expect anything here, except maybe what Sarah Schultz is cooking up.
When you come down to Venice Beach, you think funnel cake and you think deep fried Twinkies and all that. We got bread pudding right here in our little window.
Definitely never seen a bread pudding place before.
Dedicated bread pudding.
No, definitely not.
I've never seen a bread pudding place before.
It's a traditional dessert taken to a whole other level.
It's served chilled, so it's almost more like an ice cream.
This is not your grandma's bread pudding.
Cookies have been done, cupcakes have been done, and now it's time for bread pudding. Sorry, you cupcake people, taking you down.
At her little window right on the beach, Sarah found a way to make bread pudding sensuous.
I would go to restaurants all the time, and they always had these brick-like bread puddings. It was a layer of thick bread and then creamy custard on the bottom, but I like the in-between part right between them. And so I just got into my kitchen, and I just kept making it until I figured the perfect scoop of bread pudding. Right there.
That one's really good.
The charming cheesecake with a raspberry sauce, the salted caramel, the Estill chocolate chunk with a white chocolate sauce on the top of it. All our sauces are made in-house. Boom Boom Banana. Ooh, Essential Earl Grey with a whiskey sauce. Cheesecake with blueberries.
Happy customers.
Ooh, white chocolate coconut creme. You want me to go on?
Now, who would think you'd be eating a bread pudding in August, Venice Beach, California? Something a little wrong about that, but it's, yeah, that was so good. You know?
It feels wrong, but it tastes so right. And if bread pudding doesn't stir up some childhood memories for you, our next stop surely will. We're heading to the north shore of Oahu, Hawaii. They've got stunning beaches, legendary surfing, and a world-renowned frozen treat stand. Matsumoto's grocery store. Don't call these snow cones. Shave ice is far more refined.
Like, everyone that I talked to said they have really good shave ice, and they're right.
It lives up to its reputation.
When the beach gets too hot, this is the spot. They have an ocean of flavors.
I have creamsicle and coconut.
I got green tea, lihimui, and lemonade.
And if the ice isn't enough, you can have ice cream on the bottom. Or take it over the top with some condensed milk. And if that still isn't enough, you can even add some sweet red beans. That's right, red beans.
It's all good.
That may sound crazy, but you can't argue with success.
We're the longest running right now. You know, my parents, Mamoru and Helen Matsumoto, it started back in 1951 as a grocery store for the local residents that lived here on the North Shore.
So what began as a mom and pop shave ice stand is now an essential stop in Oahu. Be prepared for lines, but it's worth the wait.
I tried coming here twice before. The line was down the street, around the building.
The line was all the way through the parking lot. It was crazy.
Such a cool treat. You got the surfing beach, Matsumoto shave ice. Life couldn't get better.
So the next time you're hanging out on Oahu's beautiful beaches, be sure to check out Matsumoto's Grocery and try the new pickled mango. But remember, around here, it's shave ice, not shaved. From Hawaii, we're heading to the Hamptons, the playground of the rich and famous, for decadent drinks.
You don't realize there's actually a lot of booze in it.
And voluptuous lobster rolls. On beaches across the U.S., we've seen some pretty sweet snack shacks. Now it's time to turn up the heat. The Hamptons of New York is the kind of place where you can relax all day on your wide, practically private beach. Take a dip in your own heated swimming pool, and then have a couple of sets of tennis on your personal court. But Long Island is long, and just north of the Hamptons, life isn't so leisurely, for the lobstermen anyway.
Left the dock at 5 o'clock this morning, and it's almost 5 o'clock now. We're almost done. If we get paid by the hour, we figure out we'd be better off sweeping floors. At this time of year, it's the greatest thing in the world.
Montauk is a sleepy fishing village, but it's changing.
Town's changed a lot.
It's turned into quite the resort.
It certainly has.
It's the best beach town, I'd say, in Long Island.
We came a couple weeks ago. We wanted to stay for a day, and we ended up staying for 4 because we didn't want to leave.
Montauk is more, I think, salt of the earth as compared with some of the other beaches on the eastern tip of Long Island.
Salt of the earth? Meet your pepper. The hottest spot in Montauk is right here.
Montauk Beach House.
Catch of the day takes on a different meaning around here. The crowd is younger, and they're fishing with a different bait.
When I first started coming here, it was kind of like a sleepy fisherman's town, really cozy. And now I'm enjoying the newer things, you know, the pool parties, all that stuff. But it's different, for sure.
The man bringing the new Montauk mojo is entrepreneur Chris Jones.
I think Montauk is changing, becoming more of an international place, and our vision for the bar at the Montauk Beach House was to create something that wasn't offered anywhere else, anywhere.
What the Montauk Beach House brings is a liquid masterpiece of poolside libation, the most outrageous sangria on the planet. Here's the up till now secret recipe.
It's very simple. A lot of people, when they make cocktails, they try to put too many different elements and make it difficult. It doesn't have to be difficult.
Simple. Right. This sangria on steroids has 7 ingredients.
We're gonna start off with a little lemon juice, just a little simple syrup, a little sugar just for the balance. Saint Germain elderflower liqueur.
That's right, elderflower liquor. This ain't your mamacita's sangria.
I'm gonna put a little Chardonnay inside as well, a little Taiku sake. Got a little orange juice, a little pineapple juice. Just gotta give it a good shake. And that's our Beach House Sangria. It's just one of those easy drinking cocktails. You don't realize there's actually a lot of booze in it, but when you drink it, you feel like you're just drinking juice. And it's just a great poolside cocktail.
Perfection like this doesn't happen by accident. We mean the sangria. Manas has put his whole life into mixing and serving the ultimate beach juice.
I spent a lot of time behind the bar. I appreciate the craft. It's one of those things where I believe when you're behind the bar, you're on theater, and it's more than just making drinks. It's personality.
Demand for the cocktail is so high, they even bottle it. It's the drink on everyone's lips.
Beach House Sangria.
The quintessential Montauk cocktail.
So if you're looking to lounge with the coolest beach cocktail, drive by the $20 million beach shacks, wave to the babes on the yachts, go past Ace, the lobster guy, go to the Montauk Beach House and ask Manas for the perfect beach house sangria. But if you're really hungry, stop and follow that lobster.
3 hours ago, it was crawling around on the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. 2 hours from now, it would be on somebody's plate.
Lobsters, meet your next incarnation and our next beach shack. The Clam Bar, despite the name, is famous for the lobster roll, one of America's great beach food delicacies. Here in the Hamptons, it's a classic.
The Clam Bar has been around since the 50s. It hasn't really changed much over the years.
Why change perfection? In 60 years, this snack shack has earned some fanatical fans.
We come out every summer. We come off the beach. It's just a nice place to relax.
We're at Clam Bar probably once a week when we're here. We love it. It's the best lobster rolls around.
The lobster rolls at the Clam Bar by far are the best. Even if we're not too hungry, we'll always come by and split a lobster roll, if nothing else.
Every time we're here.
Belly up to the bar or take a table. They make it so simple.
Eating lobster is usually a messy meal. You have your bibs, the crackers, the butters. You get the entire experience in a bun, simple and easy.
It's easier than eating a whole lobster, that's for sure.
These lobster rolls have more lobster meat than a lobster, and they're super fresh.
Here's some lobsters that came in on the boat last night.
Remember the boat? That's some fresh lobster. Now back to the bar.
They just kind of let the lobster do the talking. They don't really load it up with too much mayonnaise or anything else. They just let the lobster speak for itself.
This knuckle meat is really tasty. What gives it sweetness. And then the tail.
This is perfect. It really highlights the lobster. It has good crunch with the celery, not too much mayo, not too over-seasoned.
And we put in our spices now. So we're going to have to turn the camera off for this part, okay?
That should do it. Back to the recipe.
A lot of meat in it, you know? And then serve it with some lemon and some homemade coleslaw. It's a pretty fat lobster roll we sell here.
Yeah, we've tried lobster rolls everywhere, and definitely these are the best.
Fantastic. Always delivers.
If you like the fattest lobster roll with just the right amount of mayo, then you'll love its Cajun cousin.
We're from Louisiana, and we're the best cooks of all.
And the hottest spot for a totally beachin' happy hour.
The best ceviche ever.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida, one of the most popular beaches on the East Coast. It's a mecca for freewheeling singles enjoying year-round sun and fun.
People just relax and they drink and they have a good time.
When you're on this beach, you don't want to miss a thing, so the beach food better be close by. Just steps off the sand, this beach snack shack has it all, and a little bit more.
Welcome to Aruba.
Aruba Beach Cafe offers some of the most extravagant treats at the beach, pig included.
This place is hands down the best place ever because you can literally walk outside, go to the beach, hang out for a couple hours, you're thirsty, you're hot, you want to cool off, you come back into Aruba's, there you go. You come right up to the bar, have a drink, you can sit outside, they always have the band playing.
I mean, look behind you, that's what we look at every day.
I love this place because I love Chef Chris. My sister brought me here for my birthday, and we were so taken care of. And I am a fan every Friday for the pig roast.
We have beautiful pina coladas, strawberry daiquiris, or margaritas to die for.
Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, hot women and cold drinks here at Aruba's is the absolute perfect combination.
And this snack shack isn't just for drinking. Chef Nealon creates a sumptuous assortment of culinary delights to complement the beach views. Even the pork has an island flavor.
That's marinated with special jerk spices and on an island of mashed potatoes with a peppercorn sauce spiced with rum.
Delicious food, amazing views, drinks with good friends. When the party on the Fort Lauderdale beach gets too hot, the locals know where to go to cool off and pig out. From the Atlantic coast, we're heading west to the Gulf Shore.
What else do you say? Look at this. It's miles of gorgeous white sand beaches and perfect weather.
Orange Beach, Alabama has one more thing going for it. Every summer, a truck pulls in with a serious Cajun delicacy, all the way from Louisiana.
Got the famous Rockin' Rogers Cajun Pistol.
It's beach food that's fully loaded. So potent, it's guaranteed to blow your hunger away. The Cajun Pistol is a deep-fried bun loaded with a secret recipe. Cook Blaine Royer is going to show us how it's done, starting at the deep fat fryer.
First we have Miss Ivana. She's going to fry the bread to a golden brown consistency, and then she's going to turn it over to Miss Diane. Miss Diane's right here. She's going to make the perfect size hole to put these this wonderful mix that's going to go in, which we're going to be talking about next. And she does a great job of cutting the bread. And I'm going to take this medley of seafood and cheese, and I'm going to put it inside this bread till it's overflowing, and I'm going to turn that over to Miss Monique. And that's what makes a real Rockin' Rogers original Cajun Pistol.
3 for 10.
Miss Monique is the arms dealer. She sells the pistols just as fast as Miss Yvonne can fry the buns. Miss Diane can ready the chamber, and Mr. Blaine can load the ammo. Getting a half dozen is like ordering off the kiddie menu.
6 for 20, 6 for 20. You want to get 10 for 34?
Yes.
Sure. One won't be nearly enough. You'll need a whole arsenal.
3 dozen. There we go.
And just what is the secret stuffing in the Cajun Pistol?
Secret ingredients is love. We do everything with love.
Aw, they just might have to change their sign.
People want them.
It's like Lay's.
They
You
hear
can't
it.
eat just one, I guarantee.
Word of mouth gets out.
The closest thing to heaven on earth.
Can't get any better anywhere.
Because we from Louisiana and we the best cooks of all.
Every year, tradition.
But really, what is that secret ingredient that makes everybody want a fully loaded Cajun Pistol?
I can't tell you everything that's in this thing, but what I can tell you is we have all Louisiana ingredients in here as far as for seafood, as well as cheese, seasoned cheese, that's going to be stuffed in the Cajun pistolettes.
I gotta get back in line and get some more.
Bon appetit. Bon appetit.
A food truck like Rockin' Rogers is great for a quick snack. But sometimes you need the Beach Snack Shack to end all snack shacks to top off the end of a perfect day. We've munched our way from coast to coast, surfside at the hottest beaches in the country. We've polished off perfect breakfasts.
We do everything with love.
Chowed down hearty lunches.
It's pretty fat lobster all we sell here.
Loving it.
Enjoyed tasty snacks and enticing treats.
Perfect scoop of bread pudding.
What more do you want?
How about a beach beverage with your sun and surf?
This is kind of legendary.
We've had some mouth-watering, delectable dinners, but we're not done yet.
Now you get back in line and get some more.
Now we're heading down the PCH, California's beautiful coastal highway, looking for the perfect place to end our gluttonous day. It's here in South Laguna Beach. Chill and laid back, it's the small-town sister of larger Laguna Beach to the north.
South Laguna is kind of a hippie derelict hangout compared to Laguna, which was a hippie derelict hangout to begin with. The houses are a little cheaper, the people are a little bit more eclectic, I guess would be a nice word for it.
As the sun finally sinks to the sea, local dudes and dudettes need a place to hang, and Desiree Gomez serves it up.
After a long day at the beach, people like to come up, have happy hour, a taco margarita, cool down with a cold beer, take in the view, Catalina sunsets.
Right after you hit the beach, you come on up here, grab a margarita or a cold beer, hang out at the bar, hang out at the window.
And this is where everybody comes after the beach, has a little cocktail, you know, pina colada, margarita.
I'm a margarita connoisseur, so I'm telling you, these are the best margaritas in Laguna Beach.
People don't flock here just for the killer sunsets and the mad margaritas. Being at the Coyote Grill is like coming home.
It's run by a family that's owned it for 20-something years, and they treat everybody like family.
Our dad started Coyote Grill in 1989. The whole family works here. This is my brother, Jared. He's kitchen manager. My sister, Tiana, serves tables, and my brother, Justin, and he's on the line and behind the bar.
You know, the valet parker's married to one of the waitresses.
You know, we always see your friends here. It's just a great local hangout.
And by the second time you're here, everybody knows your name.
So you come here, you know everyone. We love Radley, who usually serves us.
Coyote Grill really is a family affair.
And this family has the perfect menu for the laid-back beach experience. Tacos, burritos, enchiladas. Comfort food, Baja Mexican style.
I love the ceviche here. It's so fresh. It's so citrusy. It's such a beautiful presentation. It's just the best ceviche ever.
So this is our calamari tacos. It's a big hit at happy hour.
This hot menu item was the bright idea of one of their customers.
We got calamari strips. It goes into our special flour. It's a secret, so I can't tell you that. It actually started off with a regular that used to come in. Well, one day he wanted a taco, so we made it into a taco, and that was a hit. And I liked it, talked to my sister about it, she liked it, so it's a big hit now.
You want a great margarita, you want a great calamari taco, you want to be here at the Coyote Grill.
That'll put the happy in any hour. Whether you're watching the sunset over the Pacific, the Gulf, the Atlantic, or the Caribbean, come on out of the water for something to eat. Food makes memories, and nothing is better than great snacks on a beach. For genuine Spanish paella, you don't have to go all the way to Spain. Puerto Rico boasts real Spanish cuisine. The closest you'll get to an authentic paella on this side of the Atlantic. Like at Cafe La Plage. Kick back in a luxurious beachside cabana with your frozen mojito while you wait for your dinner to be prepared. Executive Chef Miguel Grafia is going to show us how it's done. A delicious seafood paella. This recipe comes from his homeland of Spain.
So we put 100 grams of rice per person with Spanish sofrito, which is onion, tomato, peppers, and garlic. Saute the rice.
Stir over high heat for 5 minutes so the flavors of the tomato sauce infuse the rice.
As one of the secrets of the paella.
Another secret, he cooks the seafood, calamari, mussels, and shrimp in a separate pan so that it doesn't overcook in the rice.
And now we come with fish stock.
He adds enough fish stock to make a thick soup.
So you spend 10 minutes on fire.
Seafood paella may be the most familiar, but the earliest paellas were more commonly made with land snails.
Paella was a dish that the poor people prepared in the beginning of the past century in Spain. That was food for the poor, and it became very successful among tourists. Humble people in the villages, that was their daily food.
After 10 minutes of simmering, he adds the seafood. Seasoned crawfish go on last for the final 10 minutes in the oven.
And now it's finished.
Spanish paella, a perfect end to any day. Every year, the Alabama Shrimp Fest crowns a champion among its food vendors.
Lots of good food, lots of drinks. It's a lot of fun.
There's only one thing harder than hanging out all day on a white sand beach and gorging yourself on seafood. And that's trying to pick which seafood dish is the best.
How do you determine the best of the best?
All the vendors that come down here, they have competition.
Hot fresh coconut shrimp.
It's really about bragging rights.
Blackened shrimp.
Boiled shrimp.
They win the Best of the Festival award.
Shrimp taco.
The winner gets to display a banner on the trailer, which always draws the biggest lines every year.
Food that they cook from the heart, and they want to be recognized.
The group of judges are currently judging the dishes right now, and it's based on creativity, it's based on presentation, and overall taste.
The judges are 2 chefs from area restaurants, the city administrator, and the fire department chief.
Well, the tough part is that we have 20 samples, and it's all fairly spicy food, so I told everybody to pace themselves.
The judges have made their decision. The winner of the Best of the Fest is South Beach Grill.
Can I speak to the boss, please?
I think they're very pleased, actually. Come on out here.
Competition was stiff, but we prevailed. We came through. Best in the show. Let's get cooking. I'm gonna show you what exactly we made that won the contest for us. This is our cucumber salsa. We also have a mango sauce, equally as good. These are our coconut shrimp. Now this isn't any ordinary coconut shrimp. It's a 1620 shrimp, one of the largest you can buy. They're $12 a pound. We don't skimp on the prices. We do a wet batter, dip it in the coconut, about 10 minutes in the fryer on 350. We first take a small bread roll. We fill it with our crawfish and cheese etouffee. There's also, it starts off with a wine. We deglaze. We add a little bit of shrimp, Thai spices, put it in the bread, and there it is right there, folks. That's the South Beach Grill's finest right there. That's what won us the title, Best of the Fest. Best of the Fest, baby, yeah!